In this 3-minute game review, we're looking at Hexarchy, so hit the like and subscribe buttons and let's get into it. Hexarchy is a 4X strategy game reminiscent of the classic Civilization series with an interesting deck building twist. The graphics are nothing to shout about, but they are decent, and in some ways, Hexarchy gives me early 2000s Civilization 4 vibes. The sound effects are basic and the music tracks, although catchy, were short and on loop, but the sound design isn't probably why you picked this game up in the first place. Hexarchy is reminiscent of the classic 4X strategy Civilizations, but with an interesting and rather in-depth deck building element, similar to the tabletop card game Dominion. Most of the gameplay is what you'd expect from a standard Civ game. Found cities, build improvements, and expand over a hex-based map. However, it is the deck building that influences most of your actions and decisions. Everything from new technology, the types of buildings and tile improvements that you can make, to the units you can train, and the Civ-based bonus actions that you can take. This deck building element not only speeds up the pace of the game by streamlining each player's turn into a limited number of actions, it also makes the decision-making feel more emergent and in-depth, as due to the random nature of the cards and the map, the player is forced to make very careful and calculated decisions, even at high levels, keeping you on your toes from start to finish. The win conditions have also been condensed into simple victory point accumulation, instead of having multiple, sometimes convoluted ways to win a game. That said, the fast-paced 30-minute matches does come with some downsides, as the current pace of the average difficulty level may sometimes cause matches in small maps to end quickly, even before some of the late-game tech and developments come into play. This also tips the game balance to favor the civilizations with stronger early game perks as compared to late-game techs. Whether intentional or due to technical limitations, the map design and card art certainly brings me back to the early 2000s. It may not look like the latest cutting-edge Sid Meier entry, but Hexarchy certainly delivers on the setting. Despite quick matches and a lack of story-driven campaigns, there are more than enough single-player and multiplayer game modes to keep you busy, plus a weekly challenge campaign and more than enough of a multiplayer base to keep games going throughout the day. Hexarchy's replayability is definitely there. Hexarchy is an innovative and mostly well-executed blend between 4X and deck builder games. And although its fast-paced gameplay and streamlined mechanics are a double-edged sword, the game still felt fun, whether it was on single-player or multiplayer mode. Hopefully, the devs can introduce a little more customizability when it comes to map size and resource consumption, so as to allow players to choose a slightly longer game mode, which would hopefully balance things out for some of the late-game civs. That said, I still recommend fans of 4X strategy games to give Hexarchy a try. If you're craving for more 4X strategy or turn-based tactical games, check out our other videos. Otherwise, like and subscribe for more 3-minute game reviews.